Welcome, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Fantasy Pavilion, your Game Week 12 review. Of course, my panel with me, Kevin, Tottenham fan, Antonio, Real Madrid fan, and of course, a happy Liverpool fan in Shamir. Guys, thanks for coming through. Um, Before we get anything, how you all going? How are your lives? Everybody okay?
Busy boy, busy.
Yeah, we good. We good.
All
Busy,
right.
yeah.
And how
Good
was
so far.
how was Game Week 12 for you guys? Because you have to show your teams, right? That's the format of this show. Coming on to the end, you had to show us how you did.
Real rough.
Rough.
Rough. We scraped some points, but rough. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, again, thanks for coming through. You all know the format. We run through the teams. I talk about the goalkeepers. My panel will break down the teams, and of course, let you know the players to look forward to for game week 13. Now we have a very bumper season. Let's not really season, sorry, but some bumper weeks coming up ahead where we have games on Saturday, games on Tuesday, games on Friday, games on Saturday, games on Tuesday. Some madness coming up. And we'll try our utmost to predict and be on point and to show you the teams that we have, the players that we think you should be going after. Right. And of course, please check out my top five. Again, I had some really good predictions. People like Kone, some of the goalkeepers, right? Regulon. So keep up with it and you'll get those green arrows. All right, guys. So let's get into the action one time. Again, I want to shout out to anyone, all the guys that are watching so far. Don't be shy. Just say hi if you want to. Of course, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you these premium content and these premium lives. All right, guys. So let's get into the action one time. So my good meat Kevin, take it
Yep.
away.
All
Wait,
right.
sorry. Let me just run through.
Leicester
Sorry,
versus
sorry.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Let me just run through. So,
Goalkeepers.
no, so Schmeichel would have made 4 saves. Of course, guys, I like to talk about the goalkeepers. So Schmeichel would have made 4 saves, so 1 point for him. So even though it's not great because it's just 1 point, but still, he got you those save points. Mendy would have made 3 saves, so you'd have got the extra point there, but he got a yellow card, so that kind of helped there. So 6 points for Mendy. All right, so Kevin, who are the key assets we should be looking forward to for the upcoming game weeks from either team?
From what? Leicester and Chelsea. So
Yeah,
Chelsea
or we
again.
just focus on Chelsea. But yeah, who
Yeah.
you're
Mainly
looking at these
Chelsea.
fixtures. Yeah.
Leicester is really out of form. Like they hardly scoring. They get only 1-1 goals.
Mhm.
But they don't have much of a midfield right now. I didn't think Tillemans play, right? So
Nah, injured.
yeah, he injured now, so like they're kind of out of sorts right now. Like they can't make any good plays into the box. So the defense ever since the beginning of the season don't even bother looking there, right? They have probably one cheap defender that actually played at 3.9.
Yeah, I
Amati,
think it's Amati. Yeah.
Amati, yeah. So he might
Yeah.
be a budget option. He getting the time, but other than that, he not really getting clean sheets. Michael with the save points, but I mean it looks like they're gonna concede. The strikers again, Vardy is the only one up in front, and they're trying to push Lookman. So Lookman might be someone to look at,
Yeah.
but it looks like Lookman playing the first half and then Ian should play in the second half. So you're not going to get a full 60 from them. So you're just going to get 1 point if they're blank. But Chelsea, back to Chelsea again, their defense holding up and returning as well. The two biggest ones, Chilwell and what's his name, James. Only big
Hmm.
defenders this week scored, returned, right? And both of
Correct.
them from Chelsea, the two wing backs, consistent as ever. Both of them provided an assist.
Correct.
On top of the clean sheet, that's the two main people to go for, I think. Somebody in midfield got some points. Kante with a rare goal. I mean, everyone's be happy for Kante, but that's great. Rudiger, he showing his strength in the box again on the set pieces, right? And Pulisic,
Yeah.
I know we mentioned Pulisic before, but he only came on for the last 20-30 minutes, and
Hmm.
well, make a contribution with a goal there. So those are the main people really. But again, it's just mainly the defenders in Chelsea. They working on the back end and in front as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Solid. So okay. Obviously, if you don't have James and Chilwell, as we keep saying, don't bother playing. But
right.
yeah, should we? bother with Rudiger? Do we condone centre backs? But he's scoring. Do
He's
we go off
scoring, yeah.
that or we stick with the wing back strategy?
The centre backs actually getting shots there. Like, okay, so I have Thiago Silva,
Right.
and the last game I think he had 2 shots. One was on target, one was off the post. So they taking the shots, and then Rudiger, he, as I say, he's a big presence for those corners, right? They're like Van Dijk in a sense, they will get the odd goal now and then, right? Plus
Right.
the clean sheet, right? Maybe some bonus points as well, but I don't know. It's not much you're really saving from James and from Chilwell if you can afford it. At the time, I couldn't afford it. That's why I have the 5.5 Thiago Silva. Rudiger, he kind of get a bit expensive, but if you have him, keep him. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
I guess you don't really need to do these sideways moves. To bring him in is really up to you. It's not a bad investment, but he won't be as returning as much as the wing backs. So
All right, solid. All right, so we're moving on to our next game. So of course we have Burnley Crystal Palace. That was a nice one, a barn burner, as we like to say. So let me just focus on Pope. So Pope made 5 saves. So Pope would have grabbed you 2 points, and Guaita made 6 saves, so he'd have grabbed another 2 points, making a total of 3. So not too bad at all from the goalkeepers, especially for a high-scoring game like this. So take it away, Tones.
Yeah, well, off the back, for Burnley, I would always say my picks from that team would be from the defenders. So Tarkowski, Ben Mee. They showed up once again, big presence, always in the box, always scoring. And of course, we've been speaking about this guy, Mr. Inform Kone. He is one of the top players right now. So I would think if definitely a budget midfielder, you should definitely look into Kone.
he's slowly rising, huh? So
yeah, he's
Of
coming.
course.
Yeah, 6.1 now.
yeah.
Yeah. So I would probably jump on that train now as opposed to later when he might be like 6.5 if he sort of keeps form. So jump
Yeah,
on
because
that
I looking
train.
at like Rafinha to go down to him.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
as a
fixtures good
straight
too,
swap,
eh?
yeah.
The fixtures
Fixtures
good.
looking good too, yeah. So
Yeah, and Rafinha has been picking up some little injury knocks.
Yeah.
Quite now, so you kind of Westwood, Justice, and well, Chris Wood. We always talking about Chris Wood. If we had to make a striker pick for the state, it would come obviously be Chris Wood, and he showed up again. So why not? As Crystal Palace, on the other hand, men that I didn't think were going to scored, but
Benteke.
all bank on Gallagher. This time we all got 3. I know I don't think much men would have Benteke, but if you have Benteke, then definitely you got through.
Yeah, big gamble there on that one.
Big gamble on that one because I would have probably gone for Edward, but if you have Benteke, then
Yeah.
okay. And all of the guys jump on the Zaha train, but like I said, one is a hit or miss because when you really want him to score the points for you,
Yeah.
but having him on the field, it does actually bring up the moral of the team because he does bring a lot of attacking threat, and I feel like that's what most of the players in Burnley was focusing on Zaha and not so much on Benteke and Gallagher, and that kind of exploit them. So I definitely wouldn't go for Benteke anytime soon, but definitely Gallagher. So he's been racking up points consistently. Anderson was good as well. Goal, but yeah, that's about it. Well, big up Guaita as well because 6 saves, you still get a minus point because they concede 3 and they still pull out 3 points. That's really good.
Yeah. I think Noza Guaitan guy is 4.5 million defenders, So I mean, the tempted looking at the big 4 defenders, you got 4.5 to rotate if James don't play or Chilwell don't play now. So them could be a good option if you're looking to have a 5th rotating defender. That's not Livramento. But I might look at one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Solid.
it looks like they value more in the attack though. The midfield and the attack. Because they're scoring plenty. So
yeah, I was looking at but I think they are the 6th. They rank 6th in table for XG conceded, right? So they're actually holding up there and defensively as well. Just this game was kind of high scoring.
Okay.
But
I was watching Burnley just now. You said Burnley defenders were good assets, but I see they only had like 1 clean sheet. So
but I think you're looking at them at returns as well because
at
Ben
returns,
Mee is scoring goals,
Ben Mee, his name coming up.
He always scoring goals, So either one of those teams with those defenders could be a good 5th defender when rotation strikes from Tuchel and Pep now.
And both of them have good fixtures coming up in this busy time.
Yeah,
so.
both of them have good fixtures, correct, yeah. And I think Corney and Gallagher is actually the same price, or close to the
Yeah,
same
both of them
price.
6 and 6.1.
Yeah, 6 million, yeah.
So
Yeah.
So, no, if you had to pick one asset from each team, Antonio, moving forward. Corney and
Corney definitely, and Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Alright.
Yeah, good shouts, good shouts.
yeah,
I have Gallagher,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I don't,
Before we
unfortunately.
move
neither
on,
me.
before we move on, sorry to cut you guys. Just want to shout out Johan Christopher. He was just our 130th subscriber. So thanks so much, bro. Another Guna. So we reached 130, trying to reach 200 guys. So thanks so much. Keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thanks for the support. All right. Shamir, you're up, but let me just, of course, highlight the guys in post first. So no clean sheet. So no save points here for Martinez, but he would have racked up 6 points. Steele made 3 saves, so he would have got that extra point. So 2 points for him. So not too bad for someone who can see the 2 goals. So not too bad at all. All right, Shamir, take it away.
Well, Aston Villa with the new manager, Bunks, with Stevie G taking over. To be honest, it was a tight game, 0-0 up until the 80th minute. I really thought it would be 0-0 throughout, but Graham Potter made some questionable choices, taking out Lamptey and Cucurella towards the end, right? And that's why they end up getting clean sheet points now, because they were subbed off and it was 0-0, right? So going forward, I think Lamptey's a good shout, 4.4 million. Cheap defender, attacking, right? Brighton always keeps a clean sheet here and there. And the game was kind of tight. It was really tight, actually. Only towards the end, Mings coming with a goal. I don't like Mings, but 15 points, right? So I guess he returned something.
And he scored for England and he scored for Aston Villa.
I was more shocked, but I give him my props. He scored a goal, had a good game. Target with a good game, actually. Yeah, I always liked him, and as well as Matty Cash as well. So I'm looking at the wing backs to continue performing for Aston Villa. Ollie Watkins, I mean, this weekend was the weekend where all the strikers end up scoring for some reason, except we know
except the big strikers,
one name you wouldn't call, or 2 names you wouldn't call that people was looking for, they didn't score. But Watkins is a slow creeper. I think the last 2 or 3 game weeks he returned there, and he's on 7.4 million, 7.3 million. Aston Villa fixtures are not great, but he's like a Rafinha for Aston Villa. He's one of the talismans there. So he's always a good shout to have if you're looking for a striker who always involved in the game.
But are we desperate enough for those kind of guys yet? Remember, I'm a guy, only one consistent man.
No, we're not desperate to that extent.
Consistent and strikers don't exist this season.
Well, Pookie is the only consistent man right now, technically.
Yeah, technically.
We ain't reached there yet. But because
based on the maths, technically Pookie is the most consistent striker right now.
Technically, it's a real big strong word to use in there, but all right, we'll go with you. We'll go with the host. We'll go with the host.
I don't bring up the receipts for you.
Well,
let me go. Right.
Yeah. When we reach Pookie, when we reach Norwich.
Yeah. So what about Brighton? No, Brighton assets.
No, well, I mean, Trossard playing out of position, right?
And he's still playing real good. Yeah, he's playing really good.
Yeah, I mean, he's always involved in the game, So
right.
I think if you're looking for a Brighton asset, attacking wise, you go Trossard, right? And defensively, I stick in with Lamptey, right? Duffy trainers come and going. Right, move Duffy onto Lamptey, same prices. You won't really have a price drop to take, right? And you might have better chances of returns via Lamptey, right? And yeah, Trossard for Brighton, and for Aston Villa, just keep an eye on Matty Cash and Ollie Watkins.
All right, solid.
And that's my shouts.
And that's your shouts there. All right, I ain't fighting you. All right, you're going back up the road now to Kevin. So we're looking at another high score, another 6-goal thriller.
A next good game, boy.
A next 6-goal thriller here, yeah.
Yes,
again, another manager bounce out special, right, guys? This is the title of our episode, the manager bounce out. A lot of teams benefited from the bounce. Nothing to talk about here in terms of save points for Darlow. Fernandez here for Brentford would have made 6 saves. So he got the 2 points with 3 points in total for him, so not too bad at all. Of course, remember Raya still out, and this was the first good game Brentford had since Raya has been out. So yeah, maybe they're finally finding the rhythm without him. So take it away now, Kevin. Who do we look at from either team?
Well, this game was good. Back and forth, straight through. I find Newcastle attack is looking good. I don't know if it's just because it was against Brentford, but they actually looked like they were making runs. They were meshing. You get points from St. Maxim finally, right? Joel Lenton. When Joel Lenton score, that's rare, right?
Very.
Assist. You see an assist from Fraser. So
Right.
I don't know if that's from the new manager, right? Maximum again with another assist. I mean, he shined his game. Shine or shone.
He had a good
Right?
game.
Wilson was involved. He had 1 or 2 shots directly on target, but good saves, right? So he's not someone to count out just as yet, right? But those are the guys you had to look from on Newcastle, right? And Maxim, I won't say Joel Linton as yet, but I don't know, the way things go in these days, he might be a good shout, right? With the strikers at least, and Wilson, you had to watch Wilson as well. Fraser, we had to watch his minutes to see if he continuing as well.
Correct.
I noticed the budget defender that I was looking at before. Mankio,
yeah.
Yeah, he didn't play this game. So I don't know with this new manager, if he not in favor with his manager, so he's not there. So keep an eye on him before you bring him in. Like how you say you want to get rid of Duffy, if you bring in a 4.2, it have some 4.2s and 3.9s you can bring in now who actually play now.
Like Hanley,
Yeah, Hanley and Amity and I told Mankio, right? Those guys you had to watch, right?
Yeah.
Brentford finally Tony scored. That brought back some points finally. I mean, I think he also had another goal, but it was rule offside.
Yeah,
right?
rule offside.
Yeah. So he involved. So hopefully that means he getting a little stride now. He have a good run of fixtures to take the stride with him and continue hopefully throughout December.
Yeah.
Does he mean present Carlos? Carlos is what, a defender?
No.
I saw his name.
He comes across like kind of wing back kind of vibe now for them.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I always thought he was a defender, right? But I'm not even sure how much he's worth. But his name keep popping up, so you can look at him a little bit. But
I think he's 5.5.
Yeah, well, he didn't do anything big since Arsenal game, huh? So
but I mean,
I
think he have assists. I don't think he have goals. Really.
No, not goals, but assists.
So, he had 1 or 2 assists. But Brentford, I'm sure now they're scoring plenty again.
Yeah, again.
Showing, so you have to watch the attacking. Mbeumo, he was unlucky again.
Just
unlucky again.
Right now.
Yeah, you can't really say anything else.
I really do like to hear that name.
Yeah. But I mean, he is playing good. So,
but those are the guys. Not playing good. But fair enough. All right, so
the 2 I will be choosing. Be choosing St. Maximum and Tony.
All right,
1 from each year.
Boom, taking that. All right, the game I want to talk about now. The best game for the weekend.
I just want to shout out Tony for finally reaching the man goal, because I was praying for this for a long time. I said how he would meet up to his XG, and he finally scores.
Right.
So I just want to
This is the same way Jared was waiting for Pookie to score 2-3 games in a row. It's the same exact thing we were waiting for with Tony. It's the same exact.
But Pookie scored first, right? Pookie back to back now. Pookie's consistent.
So hopefully, now Tony gonna be on a Pookie streak now, and he'll score 2-3 games in a row.
I hope so.
Right?
I hope so.
I wish you all the best on that endeavor. I really do.
Pookie 2.2, right? Come on, there you go.
Wow, I wish you all the best.
Yeah.
I really do. So Tones, take it away. This was a very good game. The greatest striker right now, the most consistent striker right now on fire. Talk to
us. Adams is
Adams and Armstrong. Yeah, agreed.
Wow. Hades blast viewers now way.
All right, so off the bat, definitely budget defender to look out for Hanley. If you're readily banking on, I wouldn't say banking, but gambling on Norwich, Hanley is somebody you could look out for. Who else on this team? That's the day for this team. I don't think I'm gonna shout at anybody else.
They have a midfielder,
Disrespect.
Gilmore.
Gilmore.
I was watching
Disrespect.
Gilmore.
Yeah, Gilmore.
Gilmore
Look at
involved
Gilmore.
there, and yeah.
Oh,
I'm
so
ready
throw
to
that
watch
come up
Gilmore.
on the screen. Sorry.
What
That
is
was an
that?
error.
What is
Right.
that?
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna post up Wayne on the screen, yes. But anyway, Pookie.
No,
really
watch.
came-
You had to watch Gilmore as well. Gilmore doing
Yes,
good.
Yeah.
Gilmore looked very good actually.
He's
Yeah.
fine,
He looked good.
Like,
He looked
well,
good.
yeah.
He's fine in the Chelsea. He's fine in the Chelsea feet. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
yes, we're gonna pick up Pookie. Pookie has been scoring back to back actually. So I have to make I have to shout him out there because really and truly,
Of course,
I
Drake settings.
was not expecting Pookie to score against Southampton because they are a team that
Yeah,
they
me
really
neither.
concede as much. So I wasn't really expecting them to score and well
Antonio
2-1.
saying that like it's a paid advertisement. He was paid by Jared. Paid endorsement, you know.
Just now, see, Pookie.
On the
in Premier League,
fantasy
Fantasy
pavilion, guys. I
Fantasy
told you
Pavilion
guys he will score.
PSC
I can tell you when he gonna score again in the next game. Watch and see. Come in.
You're going to see a
Come
fan with patch of Pookie arm and thing. A tattoo on the arm and thing.
This is Jared's new decor, yeah. So
Yeah,
Whoa.
Big shout,
No,
big
you're
shout,
going a
big
little too
shout.
far.
You know when
Nah,
they
The
say
Curry
nah,
Pookie
actually
nah,
had
nah,
the
nah,
receipts, eh? The Curry actually had the receipts and was consistent
Pookie had the
every
receipts,
week.
Jared.
No.
and you saying the same thing about Pookie now?
But
He
you
have
say
any
the same
receipts? He
No,
have
just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying of your. There's a particular striker who came into the league and everybody went mad. And look what he doing, huh? Where is he now? But we're not going there. We're not going there. Right? We talk about consistent men on the show, Shamir. Right, Shamir? Consistency. All right, continue, Antonio. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Alright,
You were saying about Pookie?
Oh, that's a different Pookie. Man. You didn't pay
So
me
Pookie
enough
party
attention
started,
now,
right?
but that's enough. But yeah, I know a lot of people were banking on Liverpool to bring in a lot of
Right, correct.
clean sheet, but
Yeah.
this game kind of was unpredictable because nobody's expecting Norwich to already beat Southampton. Given the way Southampton is playing, Armstrong consistent again. Came up with the assist. Are you taking that? Because with the strikers now, as I said, the strikers finally starting to catch their feet in the FPL, so that's good. Jared's favorite player on the Southampton team scored, Che Adams.
Yes, correct. Always bigging them up.
Yeah, always bringing up Che Adams. But that's about it. As I said, this team is always look good when Watford's around, but I already don't know what happened in this game in particular. I feel like Norwich, they're catching themselves, like they're realizing, hey, we could actually come into the league now because the point gap real close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The point gap real close and the season still early. So I believe Norwich gonna play in a dread fight from now on till.
Yeah.
So,
Nothing is decided right now. Nothing is decided.
Yeah, but
back to like how the Norwich
they
we saw 2 years ago.
Yeah, nah.
No.
They buy a man. They bring in a manager that they're trying to outscore teams. I don't feel he could set up teams to really defend now, boy.
Yeah.
So they can outscore teams. That's their hope, right?
They have to be a DBL's mentality.
Yeah, basically.
Attack, but they already care about the defense. But they were conceding, but they're trying to balance with more goals than conceding. So
yeah.
All right. So who are your two picks from these? I think that's something new we'll start. Your two picks. So one from either team going forward. Well, okay, we don't have to one Norwich. It's obvious, right? It's very obvious. But Southampton.
Definitely Armstrong. He has been consistent of late. Cheddars is not one to look out, not a bad option as well, because he has been consistent as well. But I am leaning for Armstrong because I have him.
And he's a bit cheaper too, yeah. He's a good 0.8 cheaper.
6 million.
Yeah. He's also look out for Norwich. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good one. I'll leave you all there with that. So next up, Wolves versus West Ham. Of course, have to big up my goalkeepers. I know they do it in the last one because they didn't really have to. But big up my goalkeepers here. So I had Sa. Sa came in clutch, 3 saves, 8 points. Boom. Well done, Sa. Fabianski, 4 saves. So that helped him scrape to the 3 points in total. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. So break it down first now, Shamir. Who we looking at? Who looked good? Who didn't look good? Who are our assets from this fixture?
I watched this game, and sorry to say, Antonio kind of poor boy.
Yeah,
The
I
link
don't think he had
between
any shots on
the
target for the last 2 games.
yeah
So
the link between Benrahma, Bowen, and him and Fornals too was missing. I don't know what it was about that setup, but they struggled badly to really produce any kind of thing. I know we was bigging up Bowen, right, recently because he catching form, right, and he have good fixtures coming up in the next 4 or 5 game weeks, right. He have good alliance stats, but this game they look a little bit disjointed, I would say. But that being said, I mean, don't count out your West Ham assets yet. They are a good side, right? Your Bowen, your Antonio, your Benrahma, right? But Antonio's one to kind of keep eye out for because you could downgrade him to possibly a Jimenez or Armstrong, Pukki if you're desperate, right? But yeah, so just look out for him in terms of if you want to make that movement away from Antonio for the next couple of game weeks and bring him back from game week 16 when the fixtures pick up. For Wolves, I have to say I was pretty impressed with Ain't Nuri. I had him in my initial first game week, but he wasn't starting. I always thought he should have been started from the get-go. He was pretty good. He had good outlet on that side. He reminded me of a young Johnny. Remember when Wolves came up that season? That left back Johnny?
Yeah,
Johnny?
I remember that name,
Yeah, he was good. He was a good asset. And in is kind of a similar ilk.
And Norian on corners too.
Yeah, on the left hand side, yeah, correct. Yeah, so I mean, he just like an
4.3 as well.
Million. Yeah, he real cheap. Their fixture's not great, but I mean, you know, it's Wolves now. They always have a clean sheet in them.
I think they're like 7th or 8th on the league. You know?
They're like 7th. They actually Lange have them sweating real good. And attacking wise, Pulens was decent, right? And the Jimenez Wang link up was good again. And him has actually returned this game week. So he and his price rise as well, I believe, yesterday or something like that. He doing real good. He is also returning consistently, I would say, consistently-ish, right? And he's a good eye to have, a good person to have in your watch list to move on from the Antonio, or if Kane's starting to be sticky coming game weeks, right?
Yeah.
Bring it down into Jimenez. Jimenez is again a talisman for this side. When Jimenez does well, Wolves does well. So I think my assets for Wolves is in Nuri and Jimenez. Shout out to Wang. And for West Ham, stick to your Bowen and your Ben Johnson. That's 4 million.
Right.
A 4 million defender. Yeah, he's kind of like a wild card.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
he's
playing,
cheap and playing good right back. Yeah.
That's a real good show. All right, so let's see what our next tasty fixture is. Ah boy, speaking of tasty, very tasty. This was delicious.
This was really nice.
Of course, I want to beg up the cycling goalkeeper. Of course, our boy Foster. Foster would have had an assist.
Yep.
Right? Yeah. And a whole assist. He didn't make any save points, but an assist. So that would have racked him up to his 5 points. And he was in my top 5, so brilliant there. And
how many saves he got, Alice?
No, he didn't make any saves. No.
None? Zero?
Nobody would have made not enough to get the points now. Not enough.
I thought they would have had like 1 or 2 at least. So I wanted to know how much shots on target.
Nah, we only care if it's 3 saves and more, Kevin. Okay. If it's not 3 saves and more, we don't care.
I wanted to show Manu attacking. Or lack of attacking.
Want to see how much goal threat. Yeah, how much goal threat. Yeah. Of course, 3 saves from De Gea. He saved a pen. So even though he conceded 4 goals, he still racked up 6 points. So he was very busy. Very, very busy.
Yeah.
All right. So of course, Kevin, we start there. So take it away. Yeah. Do we? I mean, is this considered a manager bounce, or it's too late, or still bounce? So not the bounce now start. The bounce now start. Talk to me.
The bounce start.
The bounce start.
I find Watford looking really good, you know. The attack, King and Dennis. Those are the 2 I go in for.
All right.
Dennis was playing aggressive. Any little pass he could have taken, he was making it. He ended up getting 2 assists and I think the last goal. So like that was just like a consolation prize for him. All right. But I am actually looking to bring in Dennis if I really have to downgrade Keane or Vardy. Straight down to Dennis. Yeah.
Okay. 5.2, 5.3, you know.
Yeah, 5.2. Yeah, again, real cheap. I mean, he might be on my bench, but at least I could bring in the 2 6 millions. We're looking at the midfield. I could bring in 2 of them with that money at least. João Pedro, he come on. He's looking good. I hope he gets some more time. I don't know if it's lack of fitness or why he's not playing as often, but he's looking good. But yeah, Watford, they're playing aggressive. They're playing just like I find they're playing just like Brentford, in the attacking sense, and they're always this close to keeping the clean sheet, but Foster just can't keep up these saves or something like that. I mean, I Foster, I started him more regular than not now. But he making his saves. I think he saved a penalty against Arsenal. But it was a 1 goal that sneaks in, and look who put it in, Van de Beek, right? Out of everyone from
that's a fitting goal.
That was poetic. That is very poetic.
Fitting goal.
Yeah. But Man U, they're not looking too great. At the end of the match, you saw what's his name, Bruno Fernandes trying to take the heat off of Ole. Saying it's not only he, but it's the team as well. So the team itself not doing that great. They're not meshing. I mean, they tried to play Sancho. Sancho, he's not off the starting blocks as yet. He hasn't come into the team properly as yet. I really don't know where to go with Man U.
Sure.
Yeah, they find him, man. So hopefully hopefully they will get a manager bounce. They have good players. They have good fixtures coming up. But they weren't taking care of people. Look at Shaw. This was his 2nd game week in a row. He got a concussion injury. Right? I mean, the 2nd time he went over a concussion. So I don't know if he had to look out for Shaw as well. I know a lot of people had him in the beginning. But I think he deserves a little rest at least. The assist Ronaldo. So everybody who still kept Ronaldo, he still return. I mean, I know we don't say that as much, but I mean, a return from a 12 million plus striker is difficult. But I don't know. This time I will choose 2 people from one side. I'll actually choose the 2 people from Watford. I'll choose Dennis and King. King a little more striking, he a little more involved, but Dennis, he performed. He really performed this game. So.
Just great that Van de Beek scored the last goal at Ole Rain. I was just glad. I was just perfect.
Van de Beek looked really good when he came on. With that said,
man, he had a point to prove, boy.
He looked really good.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm worried about that new manager coming in to make that team actually good,
I Pochettino right now is looking like the next one.
I hear he won the job, but I don't know. Yeah. Like he fed up with Messi or something. I don't know.
I don't know, Pochettino, he's not happy over there. I don't know. He wanted to come back to Spurs, then now he want to come back to Man U.
It looks as though maybe he can force out, because I feel as though PSG making a power play for Zidane.
Oh, okay. I thought Zidane might have been the one to come here.
Ooh, that's a solution.
So I feel that's a behind the scenes thing where they want Zidane to coach PSG, and they push Poch out, and Poch know he's a world-class coach, and the best job available is Man U, right? And I think the next person that vying for the job is actually Brendan Rodgers. So I don't know right? That they want. I think Man U them looking at Brendan Rodgers as the local kind of coach, kind of
right.
And
he based in London kind of thing.
Yeah, but if I was Man U, I would go Poch. But that being said, I hope.
So it depends on who they get. We're gonna look at their assets after. Or?
Yeah, depend on who they get, because I see talking about interim manager and hiring at the end of the season kind of thing. Yeah. So if the interim manager come in, I don't see anybody being good enough.
Yeah, you can just continue staying away from them.
Yeah, because the interim manager options are pretty bare unless they find somebody kind of left field and actually decent. But talk about your Steve Bruce's and your Roy Hudson's and your, I think Michael Carrick actually in the ring too. So I mean, these fellas are not kind of I mean, Steve Bruce has done it before, but he's not a out attacking the manager, right? So that doesn't mean Man United become great with a Steve Bruce appointment. So I would stay away from them for a while, see which manager come in, and then you could decide from there.
All right. So next up, we had a nice game, very nice game, casual game, to
Exhibition
two teams,
match.
teams close to each other, trying to in the table at least,
Yeah.
trying to get up there in the top four. Shamir, you could do this one, and Tony will do the next one, right? We'll swap a little bit there.
I will try not to be too long on this amazing side we have here, right? Thank God Arteta wanted to fight Klopp because I think I was talking to
that was good, yeah.
Aaron about it, right? Yeah, I think that turned the game now, boy. But Arteta started
The game was slow, yeah, it was real slow.
Yeah, the game was kind of touch and go, kind of tactical, not really lively. As soon as that happened, the crowd left the side now, boy.
Only actually crowd. You saw the players though. Arsenal players were watching the coach like, okay, what happened? And then
exactly.
Salah and Mane actually pick up for Klopp.
Yeah, Mane was fired up, right?
And, well, you see, honestly, our players are not those kind of players. That's why I don't want to get into that. The only person who would get into that is Guendouzi, and people don't like Guendouzi, but that's why I like him for you. I can't watch my teammates.
Xhaka would get into that too,
You understand?
Xhaka would get into that too.
Nah. He's our next one with no belly. Nah. He'd have done nothing.
Ramsdale could come and protect him.
Hey, he was keeping real good up to that point there.
He was playing real good.
Saves,
Yeah, some real close saves, yeah.
Yeah, boy. But no. I mean, Arsenal team, right? I want to tell you, they actually was sweating pretty decent. They wasn't bad at all.
They finally get their legs in the final quarter. They actually were getting some nice passes in the last quarter.
I mean,
we're talking about nice passes. Where the goals?
The left hand side was troublesome for them. Tavares, he was struggling against Salah and Trent. He struggled badly. Right? Players have to understand when you play in Liverpool, do not come out at an interview and say you're going to perform against Liverpool and break up yourself too much because you're going to eat your words. You gave an interview and say Salah going to know his name after the game. Salah already know he has the man he beat up now, boy. Right? Sorry, Jared. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's a warning now, boy. Just don't come out and say that now what Salah and the team.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't bat up me, man. That being said, Alisson with 8 points, a few saves, clean sheet. Tsimikas 3.9 million defender. Now, just to touch on him, I think he and Robertson might actually rotate this busy season, right?
Yeah, because I find he playing a little better than Robertson. Huh?
He is actually playing better than Robertson at the point in time. So he could go touch and go with that. Trent, I mean, I saw a tweet recently about why would somebody spend 7.8 on a defender? I mean, if a defender's playing like this, spend your money. Kevin, spend your money.
Yes, I have to.
Right?
I have to.
Spend your money. Right? So Trent is a must in your team. Right? Salah is a must in your team. Always captain Salah. Number one rule.
Just now. Say that one more time.
Yeah.
Bring up the four rules.
Right? Always captain Salah. ACS. He had a goal. He didn't light up the game in terms of more than one goal, right? Like the meme.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. He didn't light up the game. People expected him. I was hoping for a hat trick or a couple goals, but only one, which was fine. Mane had a good game as well.
Mane becoming more and more consistent, huh?
Yeah. He's second highest scorer in midfield in the game, Yeah. Jota with a good goal. We know he's going to start because of Firmino being out.
He pick up a little knock. Anything to worry about?
They're saying they have some scans to do. I think he won't be out for a long period of time.
Okay.
He might be ready. He might miss the Champions League game and play the weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly speaking, if you have the space and the money for your team, move down Kane down to a cheaper defender and bump up on the midfielders to Armani. Because over this festive period, because you're gonna get some fireworks and coming up.
Yeah.
You get some fireworks coming up. And for Arsenal, I mean, keep your Smith Rowe. They play Newcastle next, goals galore. Right?
Yeah, they have Newcastle next.
Yeah, so keep your Smith Rowe. Who else is there, boy? And keep Aubameyang as well. He look a lively in the game, you know. Not too bad at all. So
I disagree with that, but that's your I can't vex with you. I wholeheartedly
So,
disagree
yeah.
there. Only Smith
Yeah.
and Ramsdale. Smith and Ramsdale only key assets.
Yeah, don't drop the keeper at all. Don't drop him at all. Set and forget. He's proven.
Thing with Smith Rowe, he's not very attacking though, and then he just pop up and just get shots on target. Like
No, he's a linking player now, boy. Right? So he'll get those assists.
how was expected goals and they looking? Like he exceeded it then?
I think he was exceeding it, expecting goals, but I think it's expected.
Because I'm watching, like I compare him and Gallagher, and you seen Gallagher a little more attacking than him, right? But both of them have like about the same points. Yeah.
It depends on which game you're watching. Which game? Sorry, this Newcastle game versus Crystal. I think it was Crystal.
Yeah, and then against Liverpool. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Right. I mean, Gallagher won't come against Liverpool and play like that.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of the opposition to look at as well. So yeah.
All right, solid. We move on. Arsenal, I love you guys forever. Don't worry about that. All right, next up, we have City Everton. But before we go into the game and analyze the game, I just want to before we do anything, just want to talk about this man here for a little bit, if you guys don't mind. No, he's not dead; he's alive. But he had to retire early due to the heart conditions that the heart issues he's going through right now and experiencing. A good player, a good striker. I'm actually a fan, so I would have seen him do some good things. And of course, he's the only person to ever be a City legend. So that's a big thing in itself, right? The only guy that probably ever make the empty yard, half the yard. You understand? At least half capacity. So of course, big up to him, and of course, we wish him the best in his recovery, and we hope that I hope he still live a nice, long, happy life. As a footballer, this cannot be easy to go through. So we wish him the best from the Fantasy Pavilion. And we can't forget that amazing day, that match day, the last day of the season, guys.
Yeah.
Can't forget that, right, man? You were waiting. They did their job, they drew.
Yeah.
Balotelli put the ball, a kind of awkward thing in, and bam, that brilliant and amazing commentary. Aguero, you can't forget that. You can't forget that. Amazing.
I think he had one more famous FPL moment. He came off the bench and scored 4 goals in one game against Newcastle and scored 50 points that weekend or something like that as a captain. So I mean, he had some good moments over here. For
sure. As I said, the only City legend. So well done to him.
I would consider company as a legend as well for City.
Right.
And David Silva.
Anyway, moving on. moving right along. Of course, I see my boy in the chat. Big up. Arsenal for life. Let him know. Gunners for life, boy, David, boy. Let him know, boy. Right? We don't let anything, right? No adversity. We are accustomed to this right now. Right? Big up. So, Antonio, take it away now. So, we have City playing Everton here. It was 3-0 to City. Well, let me just big up the goalkeepers. So, Edison, 6 points, but no save points. Didn't have anything much to do, really. And, of course, Pickford would have made 4 saves. So, you'd have got that extra point. So, 2 points for him there. So, take it away. So, obviously, we know the obvious. But anybody else to look at or take a risk at, especially with this Pep roulette, Antonio?
I mean, it's hard because we all bank on Cancelo and he did pull through once again.
Yes.
Rodrigo with the odd goal, it was a beautiful bullet, though.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. That's great.
Okay, most definitely. Bernardo. Look out for Bernardo. Bernardo is just pop out in the right place, the right time, and score. He's been doing that.
Yeah.
Actually, he's like he's like the new Silver.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He
Good
consistently
shot.
bringing in 1 points all the time, but he consistent, and he getting the minutes. So
Yeah. Gundogan was doing that last season when KDB was injured, and he stepped up and he was scoring a lot. And I feel like that's Bernardo picking up that, and he get that little role because he's been popping up in the box and putting in his chances. Sterling, he scored a decent goal. But then what I saw, he missed out right after that. I feel like that first goal was a mistake because it was terrible.
Yeah, rough, boy.
Palmer was not expecting him to start.
He was shocking, boy. He's shocking, yeah.
But he played good.
Yeah, he played real good. Yeah,
he really did, though. Yeah. And the Mataki guy, Mataki or some weird name, another guy who came on. He has some nice feet.
In the fifth, and he played good. He played really good.
Yeah.
But Palmer, if he does get some more game time, I can see some goals coming from him. But the Pep roulette once again, because we were expecting he to start this game.
Didn't start.
Thank God he didn't start because I needed that bench point. But anyway, Everton. Well, we expected them to concede. Now hear me out. Everton didn't play terrible, you know.
Correct.
Everton scored. Everton played decent, but every time they were in front of the box, they had chances to shoot. They kept looking for a pass back, and that kind of killed them because it gave City time to track back, take the ball and exploit. Especially from Gordon. Gordon did that several times in that game. And
several. Very frustrating.
Because he had in the box, you had Richarlison waiting for chances. You had Townsend on top of the box wanting to shoot, and he just kept losing on that flank. And they can't really win a foot race against Skywalker. That ain't making sense. So,
true.
But they didn't play terrible. We expected them to lose, but they didn't play terrible. But I still wouldn't play any Everton assets. So my picks for this would definitely be Bernardo and Cancelo.
All right, solid.
Sure.
Do we now dump all our Everton assets like it's bad Bitcoin, or because no Gray, no Doucouré, no?
Yeah. So the next game they have like no strikers, huh?
Yeah. Nothing. Because I'm not counting Rondon. I'm not counting Rondon at all. Rondon should just go MLS or something. I'm not counting.
No. When Rondon played for Benitez in Newcastle, the man was scoring goals.
Anyway, I told you taking it serious, Samir. I told you taking it serious. That is your reference?
That's some history.
Right. Hear what you said there? History. And where the history is? In the past. All right. Moving on. Moving right along, Samir. Now, I ain't like how you're nothing.
I'll give my props, man.
All right. So next up, Spurs versus Leeds. So Kevin, you'll run us through this one as a resident Spurs fan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Spurs Leeds. I even though we won, I find it was difficult to watch.
Yeah.
Spurs.
Let me just talk about the goalkeepers real quick. So Lloris 6 saves, so you would have racked in a total of 4 points, so not too bad there. And Meslier, no save points, so nothing there really talk about. You only got the 1 point. All right, so take it away, Kevin. Let us know who you break it down for us a little bit. You have a little time. I'll give you a few minutes. Break it down as a Spurs fan. Talk to us.
Spurs, they're playing tired, but Conte have them. He have them running and dieting. They
must be tired. Conte training not easy, Must be tired.
He ban what? Ketchup, he ban pizza, he ban something else in the camp. So they have no ketchup, they have no Bronx sauce, they have no nothing. And then they're running. You can just see it. Everybody was tired after the 70th minute.
Yeah.
Keane had no legs. I mean, every single touch Keane he take like 2 seconds too long.
He was heavy, boy.
He was heavy. He had good chances, but he just didn't pull the trigger. Right? I mean, I won't give up on him just as yet. I might have to just to free up some points, but he getting in positions, he's staying further up the field, which is a little better. Son was out of this one. But same thing I said before. I think in that episode before I said, Højbjerg, you get fed up and you just shoot. And so said, so done. You just take a shot from outside. It wasn't powerful. It was just like a nice little loop. They bounce in and they get the equalizer. That was after James' goal. And again, Spurs defense sleeping. James was able to just cut in. They gave them too much space in the box. And James was able to cut in and tap it in. Well, not tap it in, but get it in.
Yeah.
And Regulon. Okay, so the only two people who playing on this team that pushing is Regulon and Lucas Mora, and both of them got rewarded.
Yeah,
Thank
boy.
God they
Let's
got rewarded.
go.
Yeah,
Love regular.
Mora, he always running. He always
Yeah.
he doesn't switch off.
Yeah.
He just pushing. He winning little tackles. As a tackle midfielder, I feel he making just as much tackles as Hoiberg, right? And winning the ball, sorry. And Regulon as well. When everybody was flat-footed after that free kick, which was a good free kick from Dyer.
True.
Yeah, this Dyer taking plenty free kicks, so he might get one. I won't say more than one before the end of the season, but he might get one. He was the only one that was making it run, continuing, and was able to tap it in, right? While everybody else was flat-footed. Keane was flat-footed. Son was nowhere to be seen. It was hard, but thankfully Leeds just as out of form as Spurs, right? But we finally got a win. Going forward, yes, Regulon doing good, but this was his first goal ever for Spurs. So, I kind of want more watching Emerson Royal. I find his passes getting a little better. He had one or two good positions where they didn't pass it to him, and they were more looking for Keane. I think Regulon passed the ball to Keane rather than Emerson when he was open. But I find Emerson Royal looking a little better now. So my shot for Spurs will be Emerson Royal right now. Lucas Moura is a bit cheap, 6.5. He playing, he getting a little assist. But I mean, there's plenty other options for 6.5 out there now. They have Kone, Gallagher, all those guys in midfield that doing a little better. Leeds. Rafinha was the man. He didn't play this game. I think he was ill. I hope it's not an injury, but he was ill. Hopefully he should be back. Leeds did play good without him. How much saves they say? Laurie on 6. So they were shooting.
Loris was on. Yeah, Loris had to put on a lot of saves.
So
Loris made 6 saves. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so they were shooting. They were attacking.
Yeah, James looked good though. You think James is a good
Yeah.
asset going forward, or no? This was just a flash in the pan.
James is a good asset, but he's not as experienced as
Consistent.
Rafinha.
Correct.
No, more the experience to carry the team. Like the team has
Correct.
to be playing good for James to be doing good,
Correct.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So James is. If these pick up some form, I will go to James. Yes, but right now I would kind of think I'll hold back a little bit to go to
Alright.
James.
No problem.
But
But-
I said they play a 3-4-3. I find that funny for Conte to play a 3-4-3 and kind of leave Son far from Kane now because you're
Yeah.
accustomed to see them linking together, and I find that disappointing in terms of tactics as a FPL player. For me now personally, because
Yeah.
I'm banking on Son being close to the Kane to kind of form back that partnership for us to get those points, right? And I kind of worried that Conte don't go to that 3-5-2 and stick to the 3-4-3. What do you think about that?
Honestly, I think that more have to do with Kane. Just Kane being in the team itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's trying to shape that front with Kane. So the 3-4-3 on top, Son was there, but yeah, he'll pull out a little
he's too
wider.
far. Yeah, it's too
He was
far.
a little too far, yeah. I really can't say. I really not too sure. I mean, the defense looking a little better, not as much better. The attack again, they need somebody to make the plays. That's the only problem. Kane. I mean, last year Kane did it. He was able to make the plays. But I'm really not sure. I really can't say yet with Conte. How he do it, or dealing with the front line at least.
Okay.
Because you've seen the wing backs working, which is what everybody expected. You see
Yeah.
Emerson Royal running. I don't know if Emerson Royal a little more fit, so he actually got the whole 90 minutes. But Regulon, he had to come off because he was tired.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did play the full.
Yeah. And he was running. So at least the wing backs you could look at for now. I don't know if
Okay.
that's the next step for Conte to look at the mid
Yeah.
and the forward. So
Okay.
they actually playing some. He actually experimenting a bit. He bring on I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Sessegnon.
Sessegnon, yeah.
Yeah.
And he played good. He played
Yeah.
good. I mean,
Yeah, he did.
he was
He wasn't
fresh
bad, he
legs.
wasn't
Yeah, he was fresh legs.
Yeah.
Right. He's some talent to look out for. But again, I think Regulon and Emerson, they lock down those positions at least. So
Okay.
All right. So, of course, the fun part of the show now, guys, where we display our teams and we shout out the guy that is on top of our current Fantasy Pavilion head-to-head league. So I will go first, of course.
Yeah, of course.
It wasn't. It was a hard game week, guys. Hard game week. 87 points. 87 points.
Light work.
Racked up. Yes, of course. I used my bench juice, guys. I don't know, just feeling risky, and I say why not? And it brought me 87 points. I'll take that. 795 in total. I was trying to get at 800, so I was really desperate just to get any way to get there. So that's my rank right now. 123,342. So not too bad. I was 100, but 100,000. Let me clarify that 100,000, but because of Cancelo. If Cancelo didn't do what he did, I probably would have been higher. But Regulon saved my life. So let's see what how. So I had Sa, I had Trent, always start Trent. I had James, Regulon, and of course Connor Cody. Love Cody. I really, really do love Cody.
So solid backline, yeah.
Yeah, I love Cody. Cody's solid. Cody's very solid. Of course, always Captain Salah. Don't ever get it twisted. I'm tired of people trying to bring other options into the foray. There are no other options. Always Captain Salah. Or you could have Captain probably Trent. That might be a good captain. You never know.
He wasn't concerned captain and somebody else with a certain amount of likes.
I was only doing it for the channel. It was for the channel. I do anything for the channel. Right?
So all
and I would have gotten
Salah except for
gotten the same amount of points as Salah though. So I don't know where you're going with this. I don't got this.
It's the rules. Are looking at the integrity of the rules.
No. I was confident in Pookie, and Pookie, unlike y'all, I wish Aaron was here. Aaron blasphemed and captained someone else and got Nimpwa. But he's not here, and I don't like the battle people when they're not here. I really wish he would have been here today because he blasphemed and went against, and I'm considering and booting him out.
Oh, maybe that's why he wasn't able to come on. Right.
Yeah,
he didn't want to blast.
The 4 rules are very simple. If you can't follow those rules, right, we don't want to hear any prevail. Right, so of course I had Smith Rowe.
I waited for my screen to go black now, yeah.
Right, so nothing here for Bowen and nothing here for Smith Rowe. But of course Gallagher, clutch again, clutch. Guys, how much more times we have to see this? This is what consistency looks like. So he would have had 11 previous game week, 13 in game week 10. So not too bad at all. Consistency. That's all we like to promote here on this channel. Not flash in the pans or prospects or, they're looking okay. No. Or heat maps, right? We care about consistency on this channel. Of course, Antonio did salt. So I'm thinking of dropping him. I'll really be honest with you. I'm thinking of dropping him. And of course, the man, the legend, Pookie, doing very well again. Let's look at what consistency looks like. So you'd have 9 points in the previous and yet 8 points again here. So looking good. And I think he has a decent fixture coming up again. And I'm going to start him again. So that's me there. So who's next up? Who's the next Brave Soul? I have Shamir's team here. I guess I could drop in Shamir's team by the time.
Yeah, good shit, man.
Oh, while I'm here, let me just let's begrudgingly shout out our guy, our homie. Well, not our homie. I don't even know the guy, but let's shout him out. So, of course, Stefan Chapman once again on top. Kevin fighting in second place.
Fighting, yeah. Just 1 point,
It's a dogged fight to the top. So he had Ramsdale. He started Livermento. You would have had Trent and James, so no Cancelo. All right. Of course, his midfield would have been made up of Gallagher, Salah, and Mbeumo and Jota. So Jota brought him those returns there. He had Kane, Jimenez, and Antonio. And, well, only Semedo ready to cry about on the bench there. All right, so we begrudgingly shout you out to Stefan or Tuchel's Angels. Thank you for keeping the seat warm for Kevin.
Thank you.
All right, so let me bring up Shamir's team. Shamir.
Pressure.
I like when... Yeah. All right, so Shamir's team is up on the screen. Shamir, take it away. Break it down first. I'm seeing 67. Talk to us.
Yeah, it was a rough one for me, boy. I was hoping for more. My backline really pull more with boy. I mean, Ramsey is a short pick for me. Not leaving his side anytime soon. Livermento as well. I have a template back for, I would say. Livermento, Chilwell, Cancelo, Trent. That bench, that back for us not moving anyway. I think I'm moving towards a back for any foreseeable future now. Smith didn't put any points. I wasn't expecting him to really, but still did well, considering. Salah, ACS, right?
Of course,
Number one
always.
rule. My son gamble hasn't paid off since game week 8. The seem like dead weight boy. I don't know what to do with him right now. Same likewise from in Kalichi gamble as well. Same thing again, dead weight. Tony finally performed for me, and Antonio still hasn't performed since the earlier season. So I have some trouble in this team right now in terms of my strike force and what to do with them, as well as that son gamble. But a small slight red arrow for me this week. Hoping for better next week. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, still on top of 100,000 in the world, so I mean I'll take it.
Yeah, take it
Yeah,
now.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take
Take it, yeah. All right, behind you. Let's go. Take it.
Yeah.
I want to finish in that top 100,000. That's my goal.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to overdo the
Yeah.
goals. Just keep consistent and back to back high points right now. So I keeping up that with that. Yeah. All right. So next up, Antonio in the brave seat. So thanks there, Shamir. Right, our resident Liverpool fan.
So
Was that up? So let's see what Antonio did. Hey, what's the bug on, boy? 70 points all out. Well done. Talk to us. Break it down.
Yeah, so I started Sa. Most definitely that was my keeper for a while. Van Dijk. I actually didn't have Trent on this team, but I decided to double up on the Chelsea defenders and it paid off. I mean, if I had Trent, I would have gotten more, but can't really be greedy. So
I want to make you out, I want to make you out so bad, but I could just make because Shamir and Kevin, ask him where Rudiger was. Ask him where Rudiger was. Ask him how many points.
We'll get to that. Captain Salah, of course, that's the motto.
Right, of course.
I brought in Gallagher, but I didn't tell Gerrard because he would have heavy it. So he made a little 6 points. Mount, I had Mount a while now and I didn't drop him. I came off injury and I was expecting a better performance, but I might get rid of him because I think they play Manu next. But then again, to Manu, they already play and I might just keep him. Smith Rowe, definitely keep him for the next game week. Wanichan, they play Norwich next, so I'll keep him. Wilson, I don't know why. I just gambled and I bought Wilson very last minute. And it was either him or St. Maximan. I know normally I would go for St. Maximan, but my mind told me Wilson and I should have gone with St. Maximan.
No, but it's not bad shout, I gamble if it take it.
Yeah.
Hindsight is that thing,
Yeah.
You still have the fixtures and then coming up too, so.
Yeah, so don't worry yourself too much about it on that one.
So how I got initially Rudiger was in my second slot.
Second slot, mate.
Lucky boy.
Who was in your first slot?
My first slot was Smith Rowe.
Livers? Oh, good try.
Smith Rowe, my first slot, and then Rudiger. And it so happens, Rafinha got sick on the day, and Jesus didn't play because I was watching that City game. I prayed Pep doesn't bring on this man because he likes to do that 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And when I had Dyer on the bench, I wish Dyer had started, but I had actually started Dyer over Livermore, but not over Livermore, sorry, over Smithy. And all those, I was like, play 5 in the back, boy. But I was like, nah.
Well, I had 5 in the back, I had Veltman in my 5, right? But I was back in a 0-0 draw now. But he didn't start at all. He didn't play. It was real confusing to me.
Yeah, so I was like,
All right, cool. Kevin, your team ready to share?
You can pull up mine or I didn't really send it. I'll second on the list.
Yeah, no problem.
Hold on. Yeah.
That's no problem. Hold on.
Yeah.
No problem.
So disclaimer already. No Trent on my side. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Both of you blasphemers. Simple rules, Shamir, they can't follow. Simple enough, Shamir.
Follow one rule though.
Simple. All right. Take it away. Wait, what's now? Sorry, you're not seeing it. Hold on. Boom.
All right. So same thing like Antonio.
So first of all, let's highlight. Very good. Right? Continue.
64? Yeah. I was happy with that. I was able to beat my opponent in the league, so I still keep it up on top there. I think it's only 2 of us on top there now with 9 wins or something. 9 wins and 1 draw. Anyway, Foster in goal, he was my backup goalkeeper. That late assist, I really didn't think it was going to be an assist. I think Shimmy told me I couldn't believe it. That it missed the other striker and went straight to the to who it was? Dennis?
It was Dennis or
Yeah.
either one.
Dennis. Yeah. So I was really happy for that. That was good. But yeah, I doubled up on Thiago Silva and James for Chelsea. I did start Livermento before Thiago, right? Because I had James versus Vardy. So I didn't really want to put two Chelsea men versus my striker, right? And the one time that I actually started Livermento, he only returned 1 point. Which is, But same thing, Rafinha was on my midfield. And, well, actually, I'll come to that just now. Cancelo, Foden, and Gray, all of them played in the same game. And Gray and Foden hurt me so much. It was 1 point each. Gray came off injured in the 15th or 20th minute, and then Foden on the 56th minute. Just 4 minutes again, I'll get at least a clean sheet. I would have get 3 points. I'll get extra 2 points.
Yeah.
Right? But Cancelo made up the ground, thank God. Right? With the 12 points, right? As I say, Rafinha was my next midfielder. So like about as soon as Foden came off, like about 10 minutes after, I got the news that Rafinha wasn't playing. So all right, good. I had my 6 points from my bench coming back on. Right? So I'll get my points from Thiago Silva as well. Tony, finally, Tony returned. And then my 2 big striking forwards. I need some help to choose between one of them to get rid of. I kind of more leaning towards Kane, but what your advice with Kane or Vardy? One of them had to go.
I say both of them had to go and just keep Tony back of the midfield. I just joking. I don't know, man.
I keep Kane for better again.
See, both of them have really good fixtures for this period.
That's the fixtures that's the only Kane
window. Yeah, and Kane, but they say I don't want to play with my heart too much, and keeping Kane because I like Spurs. Right? I didn't like how he performed in that last game. It's just he was too slow.
Just that last game or all the games so far? Just that last game?
Well, that last game was the best he played for so far for Spurs, and I still didn't like it. So, right? And well, Captain Salah.
Always.
Always Captain Salah. He did look kind of quiet for the game, and again, I said consolation goal, but I mean, Salah, he's scoring every game now. So it's scoring an assistant at least.
Well, assistant, he did score in the past 2 games, All right,
so that was the points, and I was actually able to get 64 and move ahead. So
right. Solid. We move. All right, so guys, we coming down to the end of our show there. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thanks for the 7 guys ladies or guys and ladies that are watching. And of course, thanks for the extra subs. So we now at 133 subs. We started at 129 on this video, and we now at 133. So thank you very much for those that subscribe. Shout out Johan again. That's a good brother of mine. Shout out David, Peaceful Music, Anthony Hector, Paul Morris, everyone that passed through the chat. Thanks for passing through and saying something. And of course, guys, please continue to like, subscribe, and share. Share with your friends. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers, taking it slowly, and we're going to thank you very much for the love on Instagram and Twitter. And please continue to look at our weekly shows. So this was a review. We have preview. Of course, always my top 5 coming out tomorrow probably. And look out for future content. Of course, in next week, peace. So we are going to strategize and find out a way to do this and bring the correct predictions for you guys as best as possible. Because like I said earlier in the show, the next few game weeks, we have games on Fridays, games on Tuesdays, games on Saturday, games on Tuesdays. So there's a lot of action to unpack and unfold and bring to you guys. So again, thank you very much for the support. Thanks to my panel. And of course, please, always Captain Salah, always start Trent. Click that save button and happy picking. We are out.